Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's 12:45 here. I woke up a while ago. I'm slowly recovering. My body's still very weak, so I'm sleeping most of the time in the daytime. So my group members, I'm really sorry if I'm not as active as before, but soon I hope I'll be good. So I plan to do 3 videos for you, and I want to finish up my reviews. I have few pending reviews, so hopefully I can finish them very quickly and take a sort of like a break, right? So I have all three designer fragrances, but the one I'm about to do right now is niche line or upper class line of House of Thierry Mugler, now known as Mugler. So this is thanks to FragranceBD, who are my brothers, owners. The owners are Shubho Bhai and Panto Bhai. They are my very dear friends. And they sent me this long time ago. I reviewed it. They gave me two samples basically, like this one and another one from exceptional. I cannot say that, less exceptions line. I think that's the name, less exceptions. Yes. So they're exclusive line. Okay, so I covered the other one. This one I haven't covered. Very nice sample, sort of. The bottle is very pretty. I don't have it, so I'm sorry. You can see it and Google it. So the name is here, House Less Exceptional line, and what here the side they'll say Chyprissime, okay, or Chyprissime. I don't know how you say that, but it's a Chypre fragrance. Okay, so the perfume is the sample they give 1.5 ml, and these are EDP concentration. The prices on these are a little bit more expensive than their regular designer line. So this I understand is a unisex perfume for both genders. So this is a very interesting one. Okay, let me explain it to you and why I like it so much. I think this is a very hidden gem, sort of like a fragrance for people who like quality perfumes. My scent of the night is Jimmy Choo Man Intense, very safe, one of the best fragrances with good performance. Okay, so let me bring out one fragrance. I want to show this while I compare it. This perfume here, thankfully the sprayer, they have a nice sort of a sample system. Okay, I really like this. Not the typical presentation for a sample. And here is the sample. I went through a lot of it. I wore it just to understand, and I have it on my hand. And the dry down. Let me spray it once again. This is a very nostalgic fragrance for me. Okay. Okay, that's enough. For sprayer is okay, not so bad. But the perfume, I think I saw only one review which gave me what I was looking for, but not that many reviews on this, in my humble opinion. So this is a fantastic offering. Okay, I would classify it as a Chypre perfume, and it's one of those daring side of things. Okay, this fragrance is so nostalgic. The moment I spray this, there's some herbal green touch in this. Okay, some people say it's not what is that, I forgot exact what herbaceous note, but let me check actually. Wait, yeah, sorry, they didn't mention it. It's like basil or something green in it, something herbaceous. But what really makes me feel that this I smelled when I was a kid, like when I was a child, somewhere in the 80s. I used to smell this DNA, like when you spray it for the first time, this kind of DNA. It's like sort of like a rosemary opening, rosemary, citrus, orangey opening, then follows by patchouli, oak moss, and some other notes like pear. I think those are the major notes. And what else? Pear, yeah, bergamot, orange, those notes. But I detect that rosemary, and I told you before, long time ago, what fragrance makes me nostalgic, reminds me of those days are Dior Eau Sauvage, the EDT, the very first one. This one has fantastic citrus and rosemary combo, lemon, but they're not same, obviously, not exact same, but this fragrance opening reminds me of that one. If you like Eau Sauvage, this is a fragrance you should definitely check out. So Chyprissime goes little bit like very different. It's not copying anybody. It's not following any trend. It's just typical of Mugler. You can detect that patchouli of the typical patchouli they use in Amin line. You get some of that in this. But apart from that, it's very sweet. That fruitiness is there, surrounded by that green patchouli, and that for me is that rosemary. For me, it's definitely, I'm detecting it, and it's very sort of like a interesting scent. It's a very sexy, mysterious nighttime. You can wear this in the summertime. You can wear it in the spring, even in the winter night. You can wear it. It gives you sort of like a green, mossy, that sort of a feel with a little bit of sweetness, which makes it rounded. Like if it was just mossy and green, I think the fragrance wouldn't be as interesting, or would be more daring that way. But this is not as daring, and it lasts a very, very long time. Longevity is pretty good for this kind of a perfume. So Mugler Less Exceptions line, the Chyprissime, I think if I ever consider buying one of the full bottles, this would be in the list definitely. So I'm not sure how much it goes for, but it's a little bit more expensive, but worth the money for me. All right. So for me, I'm giving this Perfection 10. I love this so much. I mean, like, if you love something, you gotta appreciate the quality and value. Okay. So Chyprissime from Chyprissime or Chyprissime, yes, from the Lex Exceptions line from House of Mugler. Thanks for watching. Time to move on to the second review. Bye bye.